But we begin this afternoon with breaking news and rising tensions at Columbia University. A 2 p.m. deadline for protesters to pack up and leave their encampment on the quad has come and gone, with students refusing to leave.
The university had said the protesting students risk suspension if they stay. Student organizers say that they were engaged in good faith negotiations until the university cut them off. The main sticking point remains Columbia's refusal to divest from Israel.
Eyewitness reporter CeFaan Kim live on campus where tensions are still high. CeFaan.
Well, David and Liz, university officials say they expected many of the students to remain in the encampment past the 2 p.m. deadline. And as you can see, that expectation was spot on. But if they expected today's announcement would calm things down, then that certainly was not the effect it had. Hundreds of students have been marching around the encampment for hours now. It is the most energy we've seen on campus so far. This after the university announced it will not divest from Israel, and after telling student protesters if they didn't leave the encampment by 2 p.m., they're risking suspension or probation until next June. Students say they're also being threatened with evictions from housing and possible expulsion. Protesters say they're ready to escalate, saying business cannot go on as usual during genocide. The university, meanwhile, is exploring, quote, alternative internal options, indicating calling the NYPD likely isn't one of those options. Meanwhile, the school will only allow on-campus protests by application and with 2 days' notice in authorized locations. Columbia says it also offered to develop an expedited timeline for review of new proposals from students by the Advisory Committee for Socially Responsible Investing. That's the body that considers divestment matters. Let's take a listen to what student protesters had to say.
While the administration offered us a timeline for review of divestment proposals, they refused to give us any commitment that the ultimate decision would be binding.
This is a movement, an anti-war movement. We have sparked similar Gaza solidarity encampments across the nation and even across the globe.
Now, the university wants this encampment cleared by graduation on May 15th. Student demonstrators say they don't want to disrupt graduation and blame the university for this. They say they would return to the table if Columbia will discuss divestment. Columbia says it won't do that. So here we are again, apparently back at square one. Reporting live on Columbia's campus, CeFaan Kim, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.